Top famous indoor plants and how to grow them. Today the topic is that there are many varieties of indoor plants with me, and out of them I have selected some of the plants for you to get more knowledge about how to grow indoor plants and how do you look after them, how to fertilize them. So I have narrated some of the details about some plants, how to grow and where to keep them, so the locations and fertilizers, propagation. So stay tuned to my channel and watch until the end so that you will get more knowledge about growing indoor plants. So to begin with, here I have the peace lily plant. Peace lily plant is a beautiful indoor plant which prefers the shady sunlight. Once you bring it from a nursery, keep it in an area where it gets the medium to partial sunlight, because these plants are indoor plants, but however if you put them in your garden, see that it gets the filtered sunlight. So these plants you can grow from a bulb. I also got only one plant and I have easily multiplied them with separation from the bulb area. So these plants prefer the well draining soil, and also when selecting soil you can add garden soil, some cocoa peat and also some sand, because these plants love the well moistured soil. That is about the soil, about peace lily. And also when watering you can check the soil and water them. So these are beautiful plants. If you have kept them, give them a good mist spray in the morning, and also once these flowers dried out you can cut them from the stem. So these are beautiful indoor plants. So that is how you take care of beautiful peace lily, one of the air purification plant also. This is Rika Palm. This is also a wonderful indoor plant which you can keep in the semi-shade area if you have kept it in outdoors. And this plant also you can divide and multiply. And this is also a low maintenance plant, but if you like you can give organic fertilizers like tea and coffee because they are nitrogen high. And this plant also you can divide and multiply. So I also had this plant some time back, and this is 1 year old and it's growing so well in a pot. Next beautiful indoor plant is lucky bamboo. They grow from stems. You can propagate them in water easily. Take a stem from a mature plant and put it in water. Within a couple of days you can see that they are rooting. So after that you can put it in a separate pot. And these plants also low maintenance, one of the beautiful indoor plants and also one of the lucky plants as well. So these plants also permanent plants. Once you bring down one plant from a nursery, you can cut and multiply. You can give these plants as well. So this is another plant which prefers the medium sunlight. You can put them in pots. They look beautiful in the pots, I believe. So with my experience, you can use organic fertilizer for this too. So this is another beautiful plant to have in your home garden. Next most beautiful indoor plant is money pothos. This plant you can grow with a single stem, put them in water or else propagate them easily with a stem cutting in soil. So this is another beautiful indoor plant which prefers the medium to partial sunlight. Keep it near a window if you keep it indoors, or else if you keep it outdoors, see that it's not getting bright sunlight. So this is another beautiful indoor plant. You can see how beautiful my plant is. It's bushy and thicker, and I use organic fertilizer for this. I use sometimes coffee and sometimes organic tea fertilizer. So those are the facts about growing this beautiful money pothos plant. So this plant I have done many videos in my channel. If you have time you can watch them and also get more knowledge about money pothos. Syngonium plants. Syngonium plants comes in many varieties and colors. I have this variety, and this is a beautiful green plant, and you can grow them with a beautiful cutting. So now this you can grow in small pots, and you can put them in ground. You can put them near a parapet wall, or else you can use this as a decorative plant indoors. So now this plant also prefers the partial sunlight. Don't keep it in bright sunlight area. This plant also one of the permanent plants and doesn't need any fertilizers, but time to time you can use fertilizers of your choice. So this is another beautiful permanent plant, and also this doesn't need any fertilizer to grow, doesn't need much care also. So what a lovely beautiful greeny plant for your garden or for your indoors, and grow them really very easily. This is dwarf Syngonium which I have in a small pot, and I have a couple here. And also I have the pink Syngonium as well. This is pink Syngonium. Now these days are really very heaty, so to protect the roots of these plants, I have put this beautiful Epsia plant on the root side of this beautiful Syngonium. Umbrella plant. This is another beautiful variegated plant to your indoor plants collection. You can grow them with stems, and also this plant also you can grow without any fertilizer and with medium to partial sunlight. They can tolerate. If you put it indoors, you don't have to regular water them. You can check the soil and water. So this beautiful plant is a money attractive plant also in Feng Shui. So such a beautiful plant to grow indoors as an indoor plant, as a decorative plant. So grow them from stems. I brought this plant from a nursery some time back, and now it's growing really well in a pot. I suggest you to put them in pots so that they will look really very beautiful. This is Aurelia plant. This is also such a beautiful colorful plant to your indoor plants collection. This plant also you can grow from a stem, and very easy to maintain and look after, because these plants also doesn't prefer much fertilizers. So this is another beautiful plant to grow indoors as an indoor plant. I love the variegation and the appearance of this plant too. Next beautiful house plant is Chinese evergreen. So they grow from bulbs also, and you can simply divide them from the bulb area. And these plants also you can skip everyday watering, regular watering, and when you keep them indoors they get the filtered sunlight. So if you keep them in the garden, see that it gets only the filtered sunlight, because direct sunlight will burn their leaves. There are many varieties of Chinese evergreen. They are in beautiful colors and variegations. So this is such a beautiful plant to keep in indoors. When I first brought this from a nursery, I only had one plant, but after some time I divided them and separated them and put them in separate pots. And the other thing is, these plants are low maintenance. No need to worry about giving fertilizers all the time, but time to time you can give any fertilizer of your choice which you use for your house plants. This is Aloe Vera. This is another beautiful indoor plant. You can keep it in any area you like. Only thing is, you'll have to be careful with watering, because this is a succulent plant and belongs to the family of succulents. So they do not like getting watered every day. So be mindful of watering. Other than that, it's a low maintenance plant and also one of the permanent plants. So as you can see, this plant also producing small baby plants, and also I have put them separately also. This aloe vera plant is in a bigger pot.